Welcome to part 7, aka the magnum opus of my degenerate dreams, my GTA Online 2.0 wishlist. This part is so long, even Trevor would say, bro, you need help. I got deep into everything. I went from the online world, like businesses, property types, criminal empires, weird-ass role play mechanics, and yes, malls. If Rockstar adds half of what I'm pitching here, what I'm dreaming of, I'll willingly buy another $100 shark card and whisper, thank you, Daddy, into my mic. You've been warned. Let's build the chaos.
Place, we ain't caring about your feelings, yeah. Anytime, any place, you can feel it here. Steve and Daniel out of space, so we clear the air. Any topic and it's safe, so just be prepared. Don't assume, keep it straight, we might keep it fair. Fuck the news, fuck a page, we gon' keep it real. If you tune in, then you sick for real. Fuck a Bluetooth, we took the red pill. Every image in the video, talk about it. Different views on the subject, we must talk about it. At the end of the day, we just talking, homie. Only me in the room, but it's like a party. Introducing Steven Daniel, author, artist, all around great fucking guy.
All right, now we made it to that part of the show, the one I've been waiting for a few years. This ain't just a wish list. This is a damn love letter, a therapy session, maybe a warning, all rolled into one. Now we talk GTA Online. Now, GTA Online didn't start with GTA 5. As I said before, my first taste of GTA Online was GTA 4, Deathmatch Mode in Liberty City, but we didn't even fight half the time. We just vibe. Why? Because there was no time limits. You were able to drive around, mess around, just be there. Not as long as you didn't kill each other and ended the match. Then 2013 hit, and after the story mode, GTA 5 Online dropped. The hype, unreal. The launch, a glorious shit show. A glitchy, beautiful mess. Servers crashing. Characters wiped. Money glitches galore. I remember the car duping trick, where you were able to duplicate it and make millions by selling the same car. But most of us stayed because it was fun. We saw that it had potential. We all saw it because back then, there was no CEO. There was no MC. There was no bunkers. You couldn't even own multiple properties. It was bare bones. And we were hooked. We were. Shark cards were there, but grinding was legit. Then the businesses came in. Biker clubs, CEO office. And that's when the griefers made life hell. I quit during the OG Heists era. I was done because up until then, I was frustrated that I worked hours and hours and hours accumulating the supplies or spending money on getting the supplies. And when I'm ready to sell it, there was a griefer, somebody with some type of tank or jet. They would just blow up my supplies in 2 seconds. It was frustrating. So I quit. And then I learned one day that you could run your businesses in a private lobby. I said, wait. You mean to tell me I can have peace finally? I thought they were fucking with me, but it turned out they were telling the truth. So I came back, I saw what Rockstar built. It had structure now, there was roles, empire building, it was alive. In a little bit, I'm going to be going over each business that we have now online in a bit, but every update was a new hustle. Another grind path, another weird-ass supercar. My flying DeLorean, I made it look like a Back to the Future DeLorean because I'm a nerd like that. GTA turned into an adult Vegas simulator, and I loved it. Then you got the modders, right? That's the roleplay revolution. I only discovered them because my brother would send me videos of people role-playing the hell out of it. And some of them were hilarious, the ones that he was sending me that they were trolling people. And he sent me another one of somebody that was a serial killer. Since I'm a fan of cops, I started looking at people taking the cop job very serious. I just got hooked on watching them. PC players, they changed everything. They had role player servers like 5M. I was kind of jealous, right? I wanted to be a part of it because I saw that people weren't just blowing stuff up. They were living their own stories. Like I said, I saw retired cops playing as the police. I saw serial killers building arcs. I saw YouTubers becoming crime bosses. Rockstar didn't build it, and they even almost shut it down. But then Rockstar did the corporate thing. They bought the company underneath these smaller companies. They bought the parent company. Then they got rid of the modders, and they kept the blueprint, right? They kept the code. That's just classic corporate grab. Sad, fucked up, but that's just the way it is. And why did they do that? Because they saw the gold mine, and they saw that RP was the future. Then there was the Red Dead Online, right? That was another one that I forgot to talk about before. Red Dead Online. I was excited for that. I'm like, damn, I get to do the same thing, but as a cowboy, and it had great potential, right? It was grounded. It was slower pace. It was beautiful. Then what happened? Silence. There was only seasonal outfit drops. There was a couple of updates that would tease people just a little bit, but no private lobbies, no new businesses. It felt like Rockstar saw the reaction of the online, and then they said, thanks for the data. We got to put all the love in GTA 6. Bye. That's what it felt like. And I was playing it for a while. I did. I got all up into it. And it was kind of the same thing. I didn't have problems with the griefers there, but it got a little boring when there was nothing else to do. Now, every now and then, I like to log on, check it out, ride around. It was very peaceful. If I want to go fishing, if I just want to fuck around. Because every now and then, I love Western movies, like I said, and I'm like, you know what? I feel like I want to boot that up. But that's it. I think the only business that I tried hard on it, I was working a lot on it, it was the moonshine business. I really enjoyed that, but I just wanted more. And we never got it. Went back to just playing GTA Online a little bit while I was playing other games, but I always went back to it. It was part of my rotation. Play some games, GTA Online, Red Dead Online every now and then, and I played another game, then I played GTA Online again. It was just back and forth. I always managed to come back because I love to live in that world. There was just two worlds that I just like being in. There was not a lot of games that interest me because one, I got very busy and I felt like I didn't have time to play a lot of these games. And I plan to talk about it later on, is that these games always came unfinished. It got to the point where I wasn't excited to buy a game right away. I kind of waited it out to see how it was. And I found it easier to play certain games. I loaded in, I could play a little bit of it and then leave and go back to work. Because some of the games that are good, they just make these games so fucking long now. And it's annoying. It's like, oh, look at this game and here's this open world. How long does it take? Oh yeah, it takes like, if you do a speed run, it takes about 100 hours. I don't have fucking time to play that. So it got to the point where a lot of these games, I'm just watching them, watching the playthrough just to see the story. And I was satisfied with that. But actual gaming, it was like, there was a point that I was playing Fortnite for a while. I got bored of that shit too, but I'll rant about that another day. Anyways, I went off tangent. Now Rockstar owns that RP framework and I'm excited. I know that, like I said, they did it in a fucked up way, but they own it. So now I know that they're building something massive. I believe that they're setting a foundation for years. And this is why I'm here right now with my wish list, because I care, because I'm a fan. The industry has changed, right? Games now change longevity. From Call of Duty to Fortnite to Roblox, it's about keeping you coming back every week. It's not about making these campaigns anymore, not a story anymore. It's how can they get players coming back over and over and over. That's what it's come down to. And Rockstar's going to follow suit because GTA Online made them money. So we come now to my GTA Online wish list. Now, listen, I spent so many hours in GTA Online. Like I said, sometimes just for 10 minutes, other times for 8 hours, especially when my wife, she's working on her cookie business, she's napping or she's doing her own shit, especially if it's a Sunday. I don't do any work on Sunday. I realize that I need that break, but those are the times where I'm playing for hours. And somehow, even after all these years, I'm still logging in GTA Online. I'm still grinding, still customizing, still hoping. I'm a GTA Plus member and I've made some mistakes online. I've had moments where I nearly threw my controller out of the window. I've also had moments of pure stupid fun that no other game has ever given me. And that's why this section is going to be long as shit. Because for so many years, I've been teased, hyped, frustrated, and sometimes let down. And when we did get new content, it was good, but it always felt like it had that missing piece. Like it was stuck in that potential category. Now, some folks say Rockstar never expected GTA Online to blow up the way they did, that they weren't ready for it to become this massive multiplayer empire. And you know what? It shows. Every business they gave us had different mechanics. Some felt experimental, some half-baked, others brilliant but undercooked. It felt like Rockstar was testing ideas, seeing what stuck for so many years. Now we're heading to GTA 6. Now they got a clean slate. Now we got a brand new build. This is where they can take everything they learned and finally get it right. And even if one person from Rockstar hears this podcast, just one dev scrolling through the clips on their lunch breaks and says, hey, you know what? That actually sounds like a good idea. Then I've done my job. Now, first up on my list, I want to talk about cargo delivery mechanics. Specifically, why the hell am I doing 10 fucking trips for something I could have stacked on one ride? Let me break this down. If I'm on a bike, cool, I get it. I should only be able to carry one package. If I'm in a compact car, let me carry one in the trunk and one on me. And a pickup truck, let me carry 2 loads in the back, plus what I'm carrying. We've been doing this cargo grind for years now, but the reason people gravitate towards the Oppressor Mark II isn't because it's fun, it's because it cuts the BS. It's about speed, it's about efficiency, because going back and forth like a pizza delivery boy for one crate at a time, that ain't it. Give us cargo-based vehicle capacity. Let the car I choose actually matter. You do that, and suddenly I care more about how I deliver the cargo, not just how fast I can cheat the system. Now, let me take you into a vision I've had for years. And it's inspired by what Fortnite's been doing, but with that GTA edge. Imagine this. You're cruising through Vice City with your crew, sun setting behind the skyline, and suddenly the radio DJ interrupts and says, tonight, only on Leonida, Jay-Z is dropping an exclusive show at the arena downtown. Now, I don't know if Rockstar is going to call it the Kaseya Center or make up some parody name like Fleece Forum or Bankroll Pavilion. I've never been there as the Kaseya Center, but I've been there when it used to be called the American Airlines Arena. I've watched concerts, which I think the last concert I saw there was Daddy Yankee. I've seen the Miami Heat play there, but the last time I went there was when they had that Finding Nemo on Ice there. It was a nice date night with my wife. Then afterwards, we went to Deco Drive and met up with some friends at Club Space. That right there, that's part of why I'm excited too for GTA 6. Because like I said, I've lived the club life when I was younger. Anyways, I saw that building in that GTA 6 screenshot with the cruise ship. And that's Miami, right? Like I said before, that's Miami. That's real. And if Rockstar is smart, and they usually are when it comes to the setting the vibe, they'll open those doors and let us inside. I'm talking live in-game music events, just like Fortnite does, but with that Rockstar twist. A place where you can watch digital concerts, hear new music before it's released, have GTA Plus early access to exclusive tracks, dance with your friends, buy limited edition merch or outfits themed to the artist, so players can feel that they're part of the moment. Think about it. It's not just a concert, it's an event. A musician could debut their new single inside GTA before it drops on Spotify. A DJ could host a Vice City beach party every Saturday night with real-time mixes. You pull up, park your lowrider, hop out in your best drip, and vibe out with strangers who all logged in for one thing, the music. I mean, hell, throw a parody of Coachella or Ultrafest and watch the whole server come alive with glow sticks, fireworks, NPCs going wild. It could be a cultural moment inside the metaverse of GTA Online. Rockstar loves parodying real life. But this is one of those rare chances to create real-life hype from inside the game. And if they do it, you better believe I'm showing up with my Crooked Cot license plate and a brand new outfit front row. Actually, maybe we could buy tickets for different seat tiers. I'm talking nosebleeds for a few grand. And if you're botting like you're able to drop $500,000 for a VIP private seating, a luxury suite just for you and your crew, bottles on deck, exclusive view, maybe even backstage access or a meet and greet cutscene with the artist, make it feel like a big deal because it would be. All right, this next thing I'm going to talk about is a big one. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I still want to talk about it. Like I said, I've been in this world since day one. I've watched GTA Online evolve from simple carjackings to owning nightclubs, arcades, agencies, and arm dealing operations. I've laughed, I've grinded, and I've rage quit, but I kept crawling back like we all do. And like I said, it always felt like GTA Online was testing things, right? Dipping its toes. But what if I told you it's time to jump all the way in? What it's always lacking is a sense of identity. You're a biker 1 minute, a CEO the next, then you're a bounty hunter, then you're working in a basement office, only to swap to nightclub mogul by night. I get it. Variety is fun, but it's also messy. It's immersion breaking. So what if we could fix that without removing the fun? That's where the faction system comes in. That's my idea, a faction system. Imagine if we have factions, real ones. You choose your path, and it shapes how the world sees you, what perks you get, and what kind of life you live in GTA Online 2.0. Here are the factions I'd love to see, and I came up with 17. The first faction is the corporate faction. Think suits, white-collar crime, offshore accounts. The perks would be cheaper bribes, higher laundering profits. The cons would be more heat if you get caught doing dirty work. Then we got the outlaws faction, right? Think of classic biker gang, old school chaos. The perks would be cheap weapons, melee strength, gang missions. The cons, brutal police response, less bribing options. Then we got the military faction. Think XF5B, stealth, sabotage, all that shit. The perks, reduced vehicle heat and access to stealth missions. Cons, loud ops cost more. The smuggler faction is the next one. Think border runners, boat rats, airstrip kings. The perks would be faster deals via plane, boat, and you'll be able to evade customs easier. Cons, no access to high-end corporate networks. And by the way, you'll be able to run any new business that Rockstar gives you, all the new businesses, but your backbone is being part of one of these factions. Let's keep going. We got the streets faction. Think turf wars, drive-by, pretty much the gang life. Perks would be you got gun skill boosts, passive income from gang zones. The cons would be that you're locked out of the high-end business part. Then we got the blue-collar faction. Think truckers, mechanics, builders. The perks would be bonus for truckings and shop contracts. The cons would be weak in combat, right? You don't do well in combat. Then we got what I call the Viper faction. Think seducers, escorts, social climbers. Perks would be you have access to blackmail and charm-based missions. The cons would be you're not going to be able to use heavy weapons. Then we got the Mystic faction. Think swamp cults, voodoo shit, prophecy shit. The perks could be that you get double income on acid, shrooms, farm business type of shit. The cons, you're not going to be able to own a club and you're not going to be able to bribe. Next is the Continental faction. You got to think John Wick vibes, assassins, gold coins, all that shit. Perks, you're able to silently do takedowns. You'll be able to have disguise kits. You'll be able to have a hit board in your place. Cons, if you break the rules, you got to pay the price. Then next, we got Star Seekers. Now, these are the washed up celebrities, influencers, viral fame. So pretty much if you want that Hollywood feel, always want to be a celebrity, this is what the faction you'll be part of. The perks would be that you have double club income, brand deals, and you have fake followers. Cons, you won't be able to have access to the black market because you have followers and everybody sees you. And then next faction is the boat life. Think yacht criminals, treasure hunters, anything that has to do with boats. The perks is you're able to evade the Coast Guard very easily and the police on the water, and you'll be able to have double fishing income. The cons is when you're on land, you'll have a weak inland presence. So the next faction is called the Wings. Pretty much you're going from the boats to the sky. You got to think pilots, smugglers, air stuntsmen. Perks would be that you get a faster takeoff. You'll be able to have access to mid-air heists. The cons, it would be an expensive upkeep. Then we got the Street Racers faction. You got to think of Fast and Furious. That's all I could think of. Drift Kings, heist drivers, all that shit. Perks, you'll be able to have access to exclusive vehicle mods and get paid double for participating in race. The cons would be a weak business income. You're not going to be getting paid double or anything like that in any of your businesses. Unless Rockstar does that bonus week thing. Then we got the Thrill Seekers faction. You got to think skydivers, daredevils, chaos junkies. Perks would be, you get stunt bonuses and you get less fall damage. You're not going to die instantly if you fall from a pretty good height. Cons, I have here high risk missions, but I don't like it. I forgot to put more thought into that one. Maybe you guys could come up with something better. Now, the next one, I have the Ascended faction. Think Kiflum cult, spiritual con men, Scientology. Perks, you get tax-free donations every now and then, and you have access to spirit missions where you probably will have to do some fucked up shit. Cons, you're targeted by the FBI. You're next to an FBI, they're always going to be suspicious of you. Then we got the Forgotten. Think homeless people, nomads, van lifers, swamp dwellers. The perks would be you have access to hidden stashes everywhere, just your faction. Then you have lower detection. It'll be a lot harder for NPCs to find you. Very hard. But you do have a weak income. You're not going to be getting paid as well as everybody else in the same business. And the last faction that I came up with would be the one that I'm going to be in, would be the Enforcers. Think corrupt cops and private detectives and all that. The perks would be that you'll be able to reset the wanted level once a day for free, and the wanted level goes down faster than anybody else. You'll be able to track fugitives a lot faster, tracking other players a lot faster. And the cons would be that you don't have access to any of the gang businesses. So each of these factions can have passive bonuses that are active as long as you're in that faction. Now, before you go faction hopping, here's the catch. Your first faction pick is free, but switching, that'll cost you $10 million the first time and $25 million every time after that. Why? Making it expensive means player will think hard before switching. It adds weight. You're not just toggling a menu. You're changing your criminal identity. You got to think like switching lifestyles, burning bridges, buying off old enemies, buying new alliances. It's like saying you want to stop being a cultist and become a government agent. Cool. That'll be $25 million and a whole lot of blood. I like this idea because it'll stop people from being like, all right, here's the easiest one. Here's this there. This week you should do this. And here's this grind. Just switching back and forth. People will just get bored. I think it'll take a lot of the fun out of it. And each faction unlocks a 6-mission arc with its own cast, theme, and ultimate reward. You can only play these if you're part of the faction. The goal is to make every faction feel like a secret world of its own. Now, let's talk about GTA Plus. For those of you that don't know, this is Rockstar's premium subscription for GTA Online. Right now, it's $8 a month. And honestly, it's not a bad deal if you're still active in the game, but I got thoughts. And trust me, and this next part, it's for Rockstar's ears if they're listening. What you get right now, you get $500,000 auto deposit. More on that on a sec. You get 15% bonus on the shark car purchases. You get exclusive discounts on vehicles, properties, and upgrades. You get early access to new vehicles and liveries, which are wraps for the cars. You get 2 to 3 times GTA money and RP on certain events. You have access to Vinewood Car Club, which has a 100 car garage. You have access to a mod shop. You could do test drives, have mobile app support, access to a lot of things. One of my favorite things to use on that app is to claim all my passive income from my businesses. I don't have to go to each business and open the safe. I could just do it all on my phone, instant. You also get a free access to Rockstar's rotating game library. You can play things like Red Dead Redemption 1, Bully, the GTA trilogy, and more, right? But here's what I like to change for GTA 6 Online. The monthly deposit, you got to raise it. $500,000? No, that was cute in 2015, but now with inflation in the game and the prices soaring, you got to make it $2 million a month. Not because grinding is bad. I love grinding, but because the economy's changed in the game and players still got to work for it. And one of the things that I want to say that a lot of people, oh, look, the inflation, why is this expensive? This is expensive. This is expensive. It's because of this. People would blow through all of that stuff in a day and complain that there is nothing to do. We need that grind to make things meaningful. That's why things are expensive. I think it levels out. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I don't know how things work like that. But for me, it just makes sense. If I see a car that's super expensive, that means everybody fucking wants it, right? Everybody wants it. I got lucky that I love the Ford Mustangs, right? So these are actually cheap. I don't have to spend a lot of money on my favorite cars. Lucky for me. For a long time, everybody's like, give me a police car, give me a police car. Guess what? When they came out, you have cars that range from $2 million to $6 million. Yes, it's a lot of money, but everybody fucking wanted it, right? But if they made it affordable, you would buy every single one, and that's it. It's done. You did it in a day. Did Cayo Perico 3 times in a row, and you're able to buy it all. Doesn't make sense, right? Rockstar knows what they're doing when it comes to the grind, okay? Another thing that I would love to change. Let us sell the free cars, and this will be only for people that have GTA Plus, because that would help some people that would think that this would be worth it. Just be able to do this, because you ever win that car from the casino podium or the LS meet, you win that prize and realize that you can't sell it. It just sits there like a trophy you didn't ask for. Sometimes you already bought the car, and all of a sudden you're getting this free car. I say sell it for half its market value. I mean, that's how real life works. You win a car and you can flip it if you didn't want it. Why not do it in GTA Online? I'm not a supercar guy. Never was. Even as a kid, I hated those Hot Wheels, futuristic cars. My kids are like, oh, look, Lamborghini. And I'm over here like, that was cool. Cool. Not my thing. That's why, like I said, I got 3 GTA versions of Mustangs in my garages. I'm one of those people who stack up my money. I just let it sit there and spend it when I need to spend it. It's usually, before summer DLC, I have a lot. I have millions of dollars just ready to go. And I'm not buying every single fucking car. I know there's people that have to do it, especially the streamers. They're showing you how things are, if it's worth it, if it's not. They're doing it. I just still would like that option. Got a car that I don't want, don't care for. Can I have half the price, even a quarter price? I'll be happy with a quarter of the price, but half the price would be better, of course. And I know there's a lot of people that shit on GTA Plus, but I'll tell you what, it still works, because for new players, it's a shortcut to catch up. For returning players, it fills the gaps. For grinders like me, it's an icing on the cake. But if Rockstar really wants this thing to pop for GTA 6, you got to make it deeper. You got to give more money. You got to give more flexibility. You just got to make it more valuable. Now, I got to get this off my chest. I do not want to transfer my character from GTA 5 Online to GTA 6. I don't want the option to do that. GTA 6 deserves to be its own thing. A fresh start, a clean break, a bold new chapter. I know that we spent years grinding, hundreds, maybe thousands of hours for some of you, building our empire, buying penthouses, stocking our garages, perfecting our look. I get that. I live that. But this ain't an expansion. This is Leonida. So if you love your GTA 5 character that much, cool. Recreate them in GTA 6. Roleplay it like they packed their bags, left San Andreas, and said, you know what? I'm starting the fuck over. Starting from the ground again. That's how I want to treat it. A brand new world with brand new rules. Here's another thing that always bugged me in GTA Online. The way crew members, associates, bodyguards, heist teammates get screwed when it comes to payouts. I've run my fair share of CEO businesses, MC clubs, heists, and let me be honest, Rockstar, you are underpaying the backbone of this game. Right now, associates earn like what, $5,000 to $10,000 every 15 minutes? MC prospects, sometimes $1,500 per mission. Prep missions, vehicle sourcing, setup work, zero payout. Meanwhile, CEOs and heist hosts are pulling in millions. Don't get me wrong, that's the game. But if I'm running a crew, I want to reward loyalty. I hate when I see players that help me grind for hours only get crumbs. Here's what I'd change. Minimum guaranteed percentage of the final heist payout. A good minimum. Optimal equals split toggle, right? For friends and trusted players. You only could do it with your friends. You only could change it for your friends. Performance-based bonuses for kills, assists, clutch plays, bonus cash, right? You might have a team member that just fucking killed it. They were making a whole bunch of kills. How about the one that made a whole bunch of assists? Because that's me. Especially in Fortnite, I was always the one with the high assists. People are like, oh man, look at you with the assists. It's like, well, especially my boys apologizing left and right. Oh, sorry, dad. We took the kill. It's like, nah, we are a team. Right? I don't give a shit. If I could get their health down as much as I can, Fuck them up for me. Finish it off. We're a team, right? Let those people get bonus cash. They deserve more pay for sell missions, especially in public lobbies. They should be a way better passive income for the loyal associates who stuck with the same boss. And here's the big one, transparency. I want a clear breakdown of what every player earns in real time. None of this mystery cutscene nonsense. I want people to keep coming back to help their friends. Pay them right. Now, let's talk about one of the most slept on systems in GTA Online, the crew system, right? We're just talking about the crews. Let's talk about the crew system. Right now, crews are basically just a clan tag. You throw your name on the leaderboard, rep some colors, and that's about it. In fact, right now, the social club, when you were able to create this crew system, is down. From the last time I checked it a couple of days ago, because I wanted to make another tag, because one of my boys wanted to make a custom license plate for their cars, but it's down. Anyways, for GTA 6, what if the crews weren't just static clans? What if crews were living, breathing organizations? Loyalty, betrayal, passive perks, power moves. I want crew loyalty to actually mean something. If you ride with your crew long enough, you should get paid. Here's my loyalty-based passive income system idea. The loyalty tiers. The daily bonus structure, right? If you're with your crew, 0 to 7 days, 0 bonus. 8 to 30 days, 5% bonus. 31 to 60 days, 10% bonus. 61 to 89 days, 15%. 90 plus days, max payout, let's say that's 25%, just for staying loyal and active. Not just join the crew, active in missions, hangouts, races, you name it. Fall off for a while, your payout drops like the nightclub popularity. Simple. I want multiple crews. Let us join up to 5 crews. 1 primary crew, that's your kingdom. You're the boss. You're the top dog. Then 4 secondary crews where you're just a soldier, advisor, enforcer, or even a spy. Imagine infiltrating a rival crew as a loyal-looking recruit and feeding info back to your real boss. That's good roleplay. Now imagine this. As your crew grows in size and loyalty, you unlock HQ perks, right? For having a lot of people in your crew. I haven't thought about how many people should be in the crew. It should be a lot, right? You should be running an empire, right? I just can imagine that. Somebody that has a lot of followers and being like, yo, I'm the boss, join me. I can see a lot of streamers having a lot of crew members. Anyways, imagine these unlocking HQ perks, right? You get faster sourcing missions, shared stash upgrades, temporary buffs during heists or races, bonus money when beefing with enemy crews, heist support upgrades where you get better getaway options, alternate entrances, crew-specific vehicles. It's great. And let's add a crew loyalty point system. Why not? Say at 3,000 points, you get to unlock custom crew outfits, an upgradable safe house, or a crew-only garage. That'll be nice. And a sick emblem wall to flex your faction or theme. That's another thing. We should be able to, with technology that we have today, we should be able to make a custom emblem and easily to load up. I want to be able to open Canva, create a logo, and load it up without a problem. Now, this is where it all connects, right? When you're the boss, your crew theme matches your chosen faction. That would be cool, right? You're the boss of a crew. Whatever faction you're in, that's the theme. You were that voodoo faction. Your safe house is candlelit, eerie, and filled with weird swamp relics. If you're an enforcer, your crew looks like a SWAT team meets the FBI. If you're street, your crew shows up in block colors, lowriders, bandanas, and turf tags. Let's make crews feel like GTA gangs with a purpose, not just vanity tags. Here's the next thing that grinds my gears, that I can't go straight into an invite-only session when launching the game. No, Rockstar insists I take the scenic route. Launch into a public lobby, dodge a flying deluxo, maybe get blown up by some 13-year-old named W4G_XXX, and then manually go switch to the peaceful life I actually want. Like, yo, I just want to sell fake cocaine in peace. Is that too much to ask? Now Rockstar did fix this molasses slow loading screen. I'm grateful for that. It used to take so long, I could have cooked a full steak dinner and written a novel while floating in the clouds. But come on, just let me click invite only from the main menu. It's 2025, not 2013. The only time I could do this if I'm playing the story mode and want to go online. Then I could do it right away. But fix this problem, and please fix it on Red Dead Online as well. Please. Now, let's talk about buying cars. Right now, buying a car in GTA is basically online shopping while blindfolded. I scroll through the Warstock or Legendary Motorsports website like I'm on Amazon for criminals. Then I go on to YouTube just to see how the damn thing actually looks all around, right? We just see a shitty picture of the car. Looks cool sometimes. Then I look at a video because I need a full review just to know if this fictional SUV is going to vibe with my fake criminal empire. Why? I bought a car one time that looked sick in the picture. Then it showed up looking like it was designed by a blind Lego builder. I do love the two showrooms we do have, the Premium Deluxe Motorsport and Luxury Autos. But let's expand that. Give me dealerships in different parts of the city. Poorer areas sell beater trucks and sedans. Middle-class suburbans have SUVs and soccer mom minivans. Rich neighborhoods, that's where you'll get your hypercars, classic imports, and chrome-wrapped flexmobiles. Let me walk around them, sit in them. Hell, let me test drive the damn thing for a certain amount of time. If I'm about to blow $2+ million on the car, I want to feel it, not squint at a JPEG. The only time you could really test drive, if you're a GTA Plus member in the Vinewood Club showroom, you'll be able to test out these cars. And every month, it changes out. But imagine everybody else outside of GTA Plus, they'll be able to test drive that car 5 minutes. Real time, 5 minutes. That's it. It kicks you out and it disappears. And it just feels more real. If I saw multiple dealerships all around, I was like, oh, I got to go to that boat dealership. And I'll be able to go over there like if I was going to Outdoor World. Speaking of boats, let's talk about it. Please, please, please let me have random encounters on the water. Like I'm cruising in the Keys on my yacht and suddenly, boom, someone stranded, waving their arms like they're in a Bad Shark Week special. That'd be amazing. Do I help them? Rob them? Push them back in? It adds flavor. It adds chaos. It adds fun. Because I love the encounters on land. I want encounters in the water. Right now, the ocean feels like a pretty blue wallpaper. But give it some life. Make the water matter. The other day, I'm driving around doing errands in real life. I see this car full of bumper stickers. Then it hit me. Everyone that drives has eventually been behind a beat-up truck that's covered in bumper stickers, right? Like it's trying to win a conspiracy theory bingo card. Don't tread on me, or baby on board, or my other ride is your mom. All in one rusty tailgate. That's when I thought, why can't we do that in GTA Online? I don't care for the bumper sticker thing, but I do know that there are many people out there that would want their GTA cars to reflect their inner chaos. They want a car to be filled with a bunch of those bumper stickers. Like, let them slap on a hunk of your horny sticker or a proud parent of a D+ student across their Zentorno, right? And Rockstar, give us that digital Dollar Tree energy. Now, real quick, before I forget, because it just popped in my head, I want to talk about Michael DeSanta. Now, online, Franklin showed up, Trevor blew in and then out like a meth-fueled hurricane. But Michael, where the hell is he? We haven't seen him online yet. Probably in Vinewood sipping wine and watching old Vinewood movies on the projector in his robe. But here's my thing. Give us one last big mission. Now, I keep hearing that data miners are saying that there's going to be a big mission in December. Everybody was hoping that this past summer DLC that Michael was going to be back. But there's a lot of speculation, a lot of rumor that said Michael's going to be back. All of them are going to be back for one big last heist. I would like that. We all would like that. A proper GTA Online send-off. A final heist with all three of them. If that would be great. If it's just Michael, I'll be fine with that too. That would be a cherry on top. Because let's face it, the second GTA 6 drops, Los Santos is going to be a digital ghost town. Actually, like I said before, hearing those PC gamers that I'm not going to wait, they'll be still there. But me, I know I'm going out with style. And I know a lot of people are going to do the same thing. On launch eve, I'm going to be hopping on my favorite car. Right now, my favorite car is the Enos Jubilee. I love that car. Real life, don't give a shit about Rolls Royce. But this car is one of my favorite regular cars. I'm hopping into it, blasting West Coast classics, cruising the highway one last time. Then I'm going to hop in one of the planes I own, and I'm going to start flying east. I'm going to head straight towards the edge of the map, like I'm going to Leonida. And just before the game kicks me out of bounds, boom, I quit, fade to black. That's my character canon. He's packed up and said, fuck this city, and flew off to start a new life. GTA 6, clean slate. And like I said, I heard that a lot of people are going to be doing this. They're going to be streaming this live as well because it's going to be emotional for sure. Watch, Twitch is going to be lit up with a whole bunch of people doing this. Another thing that I want in GTA Online is to be able to customize my fucking house. Because why does every single apartment, clubhouse, CEO office, and penthouse look the fucking same? I walk into my place and I can't even tell if it's mine or my kids or fucking Robert's across the street. We all got the same sterile IKEA-ass furniture, the same fake granite counters, and the same fake skyline view. Some of these apartments don't even have a fucking view. I want to be able to look out my rear window, see my neighborhood, and if I buy something with a backyard, let me walk into it, not teleport with the loading screen like I'm stepping through Stargate. Let me build my dream compound. Hot tub in the back, pooled float shaped like a pair of tits, maybe a hidden bunker under the grill. We're billionaires in game, right? Give us some HD TV options, Rockstar. Now, let's talk about NPC drivers for a second, right? I talked about it a little bit when we were talking about the patents, hoping that they actually listen to their turn signals, right? Because I don't know who Rockstar programmed the AI traffic patterns, but I swear they were personally victimized by a speeding ticket, right? Because these digital drivers are out for blood. Every fucking time I'm flying down the road in a stolen sports car with zero scratches, I'm fucking dodging shit like crazy, or I'm hauling fragile cargo worth millions. That's when some grandma in a rusty fucking minivan decides to swerve into my lane like she's possessed by Satan and a toddler behind the wheel. Oh, you're going 120 miles per hour in a straight line and dodging shit left and right. Oh, let me just do a sudden illegal U-turn in front of you with no blinker and a smile. It's not immersion. It's psychological warfare. If you want realism, sure, have it happen occasionally. But not like this. Right now, it's less Grand Theft Auto and more like Mario Kart PTSD edition. Almost every freaking time, every freaking intersection, you got random NPCs making last millisecond turns. All right, now, solo heists. I'm a solo player, okay? I don't want to talk to strangers. I don't want to hear someone's busted-ass mic with 6 kids screaming in the background and a 2008 fan blowing like it's hurricane season. I play with friends and family, or I play alone. That's it. So when I say I want more solo heist, I mean full heist with prep, setup, drama, chaos, and a good payout. Cayo Perico was a step in the right direction. But you know what sucks? When I run it solo, I get a decent payout. But if I had other players, that barely goes up. What the hell is that? Here's a wild idea. Let us solo grinders keep our quiet payday. We earned it. We like it. We're happy with it. But if you want to reward group play, scale it. Make it rain. The more players in a heist mission, the higher the cut for everyone. Let duos walk away with $1.5 million each. Let full squad split $6 million. Why? Because teamwork is hard. Play with other people. It's fucking frustrating. You deserve a bonus just for surviving a heist with that one dude who always blows stealth with his sticky bombs. Okay, now let's talk about pets. Yeah, that's right, pets. Look, I'm not asking for a full-blown pet simulator where I gotta feed them kibble and walk them every morning at 7 a.m. sharp. This ain't Tamagotchi. I just want to come home after a long day of stealing cars, laundry money, and blowing up Oppressor Mark II writers with a smile and see a damn dog just curled up on my couch like it paid rent, or a cat judging me from the kitchen counter. Just something that makes my home feel alive and not like a sterile corporate Airbnb. In real life, I'm allergic to these amazing animals. So being able to own a digital pet would be nice. Would it kill Rockstar to let me have a Jack Terrier in my penthouse? Or a fat orange cat that I can name Garfield, just sitting in my weed farm giving zero fucks? Come on. Now let's talk about storytelling. Rockstar, I love you, but you got commitment issues. You give me a dope cinematic intro to a new DLC. I'm hyped. I'm ready. I'm sold. Then boom, that's it. No callbacks, no follow-ups, no character arcs. Just here's your business. Now grind like hell. Where's the continuity? Where's the drama? Give me DLCs that evolve. Missions that escalate. Let the contract missions bleed into my business storyline. Give me beef with rival factions. Let the people I work with betray me. Give me a reason to care about this criminal empire I've been building for over a decade. The Dr. Dre contract, masterpiece. That's the energy I want every time I log in. Don't just tease me with the greatness and then ghost me like a bad situationship. Now, let me talk about something that I actually love. I do love the big summer DLC drops, right? I get excited every year for it. Rockstar, you brilliant, evil masterminds, I see what you're doing. You wait until everyone's out of school, people are on a summer break, the AC's on full blast, and boom, here's your dopamine hit. And listen, I get the drip feed content strategy, I really do. You release a car here, a mission there, a t-shirt no one asked for, and a new flavor of body armor. Keeps the hype alive, keeps YouTubers making thumbnails with red arrows pointing at bushes and shadowy figures. I love it. But imagine this, at the end of May or top of June, you drop one massive DLC bomb, full-blown long storyline, new businesses, maybe a familiar face from the story mode, then spend the rest of the year drip feeding within that theme. It's called cohesion, Rockstar. It's called narrative synergy. Look it up. Each monthly drop could expand the story, not just throw in a new jacket that looks like it was designed in the dark. You get people actually invested in the arc. And let's be real, the second you toss in a major character like Trevor, Michael, or even someone from Liberty City or San Andreas, boom, all those story mode purists who said, I'll never play online, are suddenly buying GTA Plus and debating shark card denominations like it's the goddamn stock market. And speaking of hype, stop letting data miners having all the fun. Let me pitch this. What if you start teasing DLCs like Marvel teases their next 30 movies? Billboards go up around the map. You got a ton of them out there. You'll be able to change at least one of them, right? Vague, weird, cryptic, right? Maybe a building that's always been abandoned or just looks like just a boring building. Then suddenly it has scaffolding, right? And a coming soon sign. What's it going to be? Another casino? A laser tag? Shark Tank? Blaine County edition? We don't know. You just keep people guessing. Because right now we see the same fucking buildings and constructions. Back when it started and I see that little suburban homes under construction, I thought, man, one day this is going to be available for us to buy. Still in fucking construction. Just tiny changes to the world that hint at what's next. People will lose their minds. You'll be feeding content creators for months. Videos will pop up like GTA 6 confirmed because there's a cone missing from the highway. And I'd watch them. Don't judge me. So yeah, give us the big drop in May, June, then tie the drip feed to actual DLC theme that matches what that is, that relates to what that big DLC was. Bring in characters we care about and tease us like it's prom night. You do this, Rockstar, you win again. Next, I need you to hear me out. I want more of the mundane jobs in GTA 6 online. And I don't mean mundane as in a bad way. I mean boring like, damn, this is weirdly therapeutic and I'm making money without dodging rockets every 5 seconds. Because right now, when I need a break from drug runs and nightclub stock levels, I hop in a cab and I do a couple of taxi missions. Boom, peace of quiet and fair. But let's level up the mundane, right? This is what we got right now. We got the taxi, like I said. We have police dispatch. That's sort of mundane. Not really, because you're shooting out. Let's exclude that. Let's exclude the police dispatch. We got the pharmaceutical drop-offs. Not that kind. Calm down. I mean legal meds. We have motorcycle and car service calls. We have helicopter tours now. And we had weed delivery, the medicinal, of course. We do have the new security jobs, but because it had to do with shooting, that's not really boring or mundane. But I want more. So here's my wish list of GTA 6 mundane job bangers. Power washing. Yes. Give me the power wash simulator experience in full Rockstar chaos. Let me blast grime off a Vice City strip club and walk away proud. How about a gas station clerk with roadside Leonida vibes, right? Stock shelves, chase out shoplifters, flip people off who want a refund. How about a train operator? I want to be able to punch tickets, stop at stations, and yell at NPCs to step behind the yellow line. How about a farmer? Yeah, let me milk a damn cow or protect my corn from raccoons or meth heads. I want that rural Florida vibe. How about the fisherman, right? Deep sea trips, lake casting, Hell, give me fishing tournaments. How about instead of a taxi, I would like this better actually, Uber style driver. No more yellow cabs. Just give me that mid-tier sedan or SUV or compact car. Give me a rating system and a Karen NPC who talks about essential oils during the ride. How about a tour guide, right? It's Leonida. It's Miami. It's Florida. A lot of touristy places. Tour guide could be, you could have swamp tours, ghost walks, celebrity house cruises. I've done them in real life. And now I want them in GTA. Let me hold a mic and lie to tourists where Pitbull lives. How about a boat mechanic? Because these fast boats don't fix themselves. And trust me, saltwater engine is a temperamental bitch. Food truck operator, right? Let me customize the menu, name my truck Taco about it. I know it's corny, but let's get into turf wars with other food trucks over beach space, right? That'll be fun. How about security guard, right? Like we have security shit right now, but let's do your actual security guard, nothing driving, but you're, securing malls, museums, banks. I want to feel underpaid and overworked while holding a flashlight. And there's a whole bunch you could do. You could be a paramedic, lifeguard, pest control, stylist, boat captain. I want it all. I want to live my best Florida side hustle fantasy. There's so much boring stuff you could do. If you have a mundane job that you would like to see in GTA Online, let me know. I'm sure there's something I miss. Because GTA Online is already this chaotic criminal theme park. Now imagine if they gave us a life sim layer right on top of it. Let me grind legit jobs in the morning, sell counterfeit goods at night. All right, now that we've covered the mundane jobs, let's crank up the heat and talk about what really pays the bills in GTA Online. Shady businesses with just enough legal perfume to not smell like a felony. These are the fronts we love. This is what we have right now. We have the CEO office. You buy an office, boom, you're CEO. You get a secretary. You spin in your leather seat and pretend you're not running stolen car rings and gun runs from your laptop. The legal side of it, you manage a team, buy a warehouse, hire associates, and pretend to be legit. The illegal side, that's the special cargo. You have special cargoes, stolen vehicles, and sketchy missions with big payouts. And we have the salvage yard right now where we do tow truck by day, chop shop by night. It's blue collar crime at its finest. The legal side of it, you get to tow abandoned vehicles, aka stealing them with plausible deniability. The illegal side, you do full on heist for exotic cars, then selling or chopping them for huge cash. Then we got the motorcycle club, right? MC. It started out cool, now it's the junk drawer of GTA Online. Still worth it if you know how to grind. With the legal side, you can fix bikes and then deliver them for cash. You can restock your booze at your clubhouse. The illegal side, you got 5 types of drug production. You got the documentary forgery. You got the weed business. You got the counterfeit cash business. You got the meth business. And you got the cocaine. We also got the acid lab. This one's mobile, safe, and weirdly relaxing. There is no legal front here. You cook acid, name your product, adds value, and toss newspaper full of drugs into mailboxes. Then we got the bunker, guns and ammos. This one's for the arm dealers. There is no legal side of this one either. Bunker manufactures weapons. They research high-tech mods, and they sell to invisible warlords for 7 figures. Then we got agency. Franklin is back, and he's now a fixer for the rich and famous. The legal side, you do security contracts and payphone hits. That Dre storyline, epic. You get to recover his stolen tracks, watch him rap, make $1 million, then rinse and repeat. And yes, it's voiced by the real Dre. We got the bail office. People hate it. I don't. It's one of my favorite. Stun gun, VAM, bounty hunter vibes. What's not to love? You're basically Dog the Bounty Hunter, but with better hair. Capture fugitive alive, throw them in a holding cell, collect passive income. Then we got the nightclub. Best passive income in the game, at least to me. The legal side, you promote the club, swap DJs, and eject rowdy NPCs. Sometimes you got to get these celebrity NPCs. You got to drop them off at the home or at the hospital or clinic. The illegal side, you got an underground warehouse where your other businesses ship goods. It's passive. You have technicians that be able to do all of that. Tony from GTA 4, he runs the nightclub. Then we got the arcade business where you buy retro machines. You get to design and place the arcade stuff wherever you want. Kind of limited on where you could place it. The legal side, you play games and you make the passive income from NPCs and players playing your games. The illegal side is the heist from the casino. It requires 2 or more players. You can also manage every other business from one terminal right here in the master terminal. Then we got the auto shop. The legal side, you get to fix up customer cars and deliver them for a clean profit. The illegal side, you do robbery contracts and exotic exports. Then we got the hangar, one of my favorites. This is for people that love to fly planes and smuggle drugs like narcos. This is where you store your overpriced jets, but you get to source and sell cargo like narcotics, chemicals, and meds. Then we got the money front business. This is the newest one, the newest kid on the block. Our fronts with flavor. The legal side, you have car wash where you clean a client's car and then you return it to them. Smoke on the water. These are the weed dispensary deliveries. Then you got the Higgins heli tours. You just pick up the tourists, fly around, show them 5 areas, which is pretty cool because if you've never been to LA, they actually show tour spots that exist in real life. The illegal sides of all these, you got 4 missions, each to launder cash. All fun, no cooldowns. You don't have to wait to keep doing it. We got the Terabyte, not really a business. It's a taco truck with missiles, but you get to launch solo client jobs, run your entire empire, upgrade your Oppressor Mark II in here. You got the Garment Factory. I almost forgot about that one. It's an FIB office. FIB, for those that don't know, that's FBI. I just love FIB. That's my favorite thing about it. Anyways, the legal side, surveillance and passive income. The illegal side, you have weekly priority files and spy style missions. I like storing my police cars here. And then we got the Kasatka submarine. A lot of people don't see this as a business, but you're able to do the Kyle Perico heist solo and pull a little over $1 million, equip it with missiles, spare a helicopter and a car that swims. And that's it. Every business in GTA Online right now, legit, shady, and everything in between, whether you're laundering money through a weed shop or blowing it all in a DJ nobody asked for. Let's talk about the business I really want to see in GTA Online. My insane business ideas that I think would fit this game really well. I'm going to start with the tow truck business. Yeah, I said it. One of the most underrated, underused blue-collar gold mines Rockstar barely scratched. I'm not talking about the little one-off side gig that Franklin had in GTA 5 story mode. No, I want a full-blown tow truck empire. I'm talking multiple locations across the map, like the MC businesses or auto shops. Let the players choose which city or dusty, middle-of-nowhere town they want to build their hustle in. Leonida is going to be huge, so give us options. Now, the legit side of the business, you're running a licensed towing company, right? You're contracted by the city to pick up abandoned or illegal parked cars. Private clients might call you for accident scene cleanups or breakdown retrievals. And then you got the repo contracts, right? From shady finance companies trying to recover defaulted vehicles. You got missions like go here, hook this up, drop it off at the impound or repair lot. But if you're fast, clean, and careful, boom, you get a bonus payout, right? And the best part, the game auto-assigns you one of the 4 tow trucks in your fleet, depending on the job. Hook and chain, which is good for junkers and broken down sedans, fast but wobbly. We got the wheel lift, which is more modern, great for repos, quick hook and go action. We got the flatbed that hauls supercars and wrecks. Slow but safe, big money jobs. And then we got the heavy semi tow truck, good for armored trucks, buses, RVs, high risk, high reward, only unlocks once you own the full fleet. But this is GTA, so there's got to be the illegal side to the operation. So picture this: black market repo contracts for sketchy underground clients, stealing high-end vehicles while pretending to be legit tow driver, NPCs running out of their house in boxers trying to stop you mid-hookup, rival gangs or AI pulling up to reclaim their car while it's already lifted. And if you get caught doing dirty tows in a legit truck, boom, cops are on your ass, heat level up, it's go time. This kind of business brings that classic GTA blend of order and chaos. 1 minute you're parking neatly at a red zone, and the next you're in a high-speed chase with someone's stolen sports car strapped to your flatbed. It's tow truck warfare, and I'm here for it. The next business is the private airline empire. I don't just want to own a hangar. That's cute. That's beginner stuff. In GTA 6 Online, I want to run a full-blown private airline, a luxury aviation empire that flies billionaires by day and smuggles untraceable weapons by night. Let's start with the legit side. Picture this. You're running a boutique charter service. Think Uber Black, but with jets. You start small, a tiny private jet for VIPs that sits 2 to 4. Fast, sexy, perfect for zipping between small airstrips like Leonida Keys or Ambrosia. Then you move up to a turboprop cargo plane like a Velum or Tula. This one's great for low-key deliveries, moderate range, can fly under the radar. Suspicious? Maybe. Profitable? Absolutely. Next is your executive jets. Think Shamal or Nimbus. Big money, contracts, high maintenance clients, long runways required. But here's the fun part. You get passive income from in-flight services. Yeah, minibar, Wi-Fi, champagne cart, make it rain. Good passive income. And finally, the big boy, a heavy lift freighter. This beast hauls max cargo and high stakes deliveries. But buckle up because rival crews, enemy NPCs, and even rogue wind shear can ruin your whole day on takeoff. Contracts on the legal side could include flying celebrities and politicians across Leonida and even to Liberty City. Yes, please. Corporate airlifts, high-value goods, confidential files, or just a shipment of $10,000 coffee machine. They could be disaster relief drops. They could be emergency medical flights. You could even automate flights like nightclub technicians if you got a crew, co-pilot, mechanics, dispatchers, all on payroll. Upgrade the hangar for better fueling, maintenance, and AI pilot support. Now, flip that seatbelt sign off because we are heading into the illegal side of the business. Yeah, now we're smuggling weapons, unmarked bills, dirty diamonds, high-profile fugitive using fake IDs and forged manifests, flying them through drop zones in the middle of nowhere, swampy airstrips, dirty runways in the backwoods. You can even get ambushed mid-air or at the landing zones by rival smugglers or the DEA, or your client might pull a fast one and dip without paying. The higher you fly, the dirtier it gets, and just like in real life, the FAA doesn't play. Run too many sketch flights and you'll get grounded. So yeah, Rockstar, let me build my own shady version of JetBlue, except with less crying babies and more gunfire. All right, let's take a break from blowing stuff up and dive into a business that's less boom and more boom mic. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I'm talking about a private detective agency. That's right. Trench coats, bugged phones, shady businesses and parking lots, the whole gritty package. This ain't just a side hustle. This is a full PI empire. Legit side first. Yeah, that exists. You're a licensed private investigator. You take contracts from the city, corporations, or concerned spouses with serious trust issues. Here's the rundown. Infidelity surveillance. You tail cheating NPCs, snap incriminating photos, maybe even record some spicy audio. Basically, you become GTA's version of cheaters. Missing person cases. You're tracking down runaway grandmas, vanished celebrities, or shady witnesses who dip before the trials. Insurance fraud. Follow limping suspects who mysteriously start sprinting when they think no one's watching. Or a corporate espionage protection. Uncover rival spies inside companies and report them before they can leak products, secrets, or nudes. Gameplay is classic Rockstar stealth chaos. Tail suspects by car, foot, or drone. Go undercover as hotel staff, barbers, or lifeguards. You could plant bugs in cars or hide cameras in apartments. You could use an evidence board to connect clues. Think LA Noire meets Red Dead's bounty board with less cowboy and more cable subscriptions level paranoia. You can upgrade your office with filing cabinets, evidence lockers, tech labs. You can even hire NPCs, associates, investigators who run jobs while you are offline. But now, for the real fun, the illegal side. This is where you ditch ethics and lean hard into the blackmail. Sell dirt to tabloids, gangs, or sleazy politicians. Frame people by planting fake evidence. Spy for cartels, crime families, or your friend's ex just for the drama. Hack databases for clients, or just leak it all online for a bonus. But the deeper you go, the riskier it gets. Rival detectives will try to expose you. NPC hackers will track your gear. Feds might trace your surveillance van and come knocking. And let's talk gear, because you know Rockstar's going to monetize the hell out of this. Surveillance van. Think nightclub tech van, but for creeps. Park near a house, watch the heat signatures and audios in real time. Mini drone kit flies through windows, vents, and nightmares. Quietly gathers intel from a distance. Well, how about undercover cars? These are civilian rides for stakeouts. No neon, no spoilers, no just vibes. How about buckets, plant trackers, and mics in NPC vehicles or apartments in online sessions, maybe even listen in other players, if Rockstar is brave enough to let us do that. So yeah, forget just being the guy who sells coke and guns. I want to be the guy who finds out who's cheating on whom, sells the info into a gossip site, gets blackmailed by a senator, and ends the night in a van outside some dive bar editing drone footage. Now, let's rev the engine and talk about the auto empire, not that half-baked side hustle they gave us in GTA Online with the LS Auto Shop. Now, I'm talking about turning that into the crown jewel of criminal and custom car empire. Let's talk with the legit side of the business. You're not just some dude repainting Civics and selling them to street racers. You're the go-to for custom builds for VIPs like celebrities, politicians, gang leaders. Hell, maybe even the mayor wants neon lights under the SUV. How about classic restorations? Junkyard wrecks turned into six-figure collector's pieces. How about modding everything from bikes, drift missiles, off-road monsters, and electric beasts, from body kits to engine swaps and full interiors? You do it all. How about having auto shows? Yeah, actual in-game car shows with prizes, rep boost, and maybe some shady side deals. You start humble, a 2-bay garage, right? But then you could expand with dyno testing rooms, paint labs with custom chrome, thermal, and reactive paint. Client lounge to show off your trophies, receptionist NPC to manage contracts and upgrades, online dealership interface to sell custom builds straight from your shop to rich NPCs or maybe other players. That'll be fun. You could even franchise it out and have locations across Leonida Estate, Leonida Keys, downtown Vice Heights. You run them all. But we know the real money is in the dirty side of the business. Black market mods, stealth planes, hidden compartments, smuggling installs, you name it. VN fraud, where you could scrub a car's ID, resell it as certified pre-owned. Chop shop operations, right? Like the salvage yard. You strip the NPCs or players' rides for rare parts or cash-in jobs. Kill switch contracts. This is where NPCs pay you to bug, track, or booby trap a vehicle. Cartels love you. Feds hate you. Your staff will tip you off to high-end targets, set up repo runs, and move product through tricked-out vans and trailers. Your garage becomes a hub for both high performance and high stakes. Now let's shift gears to the street racing scene. Forget the LS car meet stuff. This time, you host the scene. Your garage gains rep, not you. Think of it as earning influence for your brand. Solo night races versus NPCs. No more being forced to race some laggy 20-year-old. Pig slip races where you can win or lose custom builds. Mod challenges, you tune your car for speed, off-road drift, and get scored based on how well it performs in missions. How about online garage battles? Think Fast and Furious Turf Wars. Your crew versus another player's. Winner takes a big lump of cash. You're not just playing the game, you own the road. From elite customizations to street credibility, from underground deals to showroom dreams. This is GTA's version of Pimp My Ride, but with lawsuits, FBI surveillance, and cartel clients. All right, we jacked jets, robbed casinos, and trafficked bricks of coke dressed as clowns. But now I just want to load into GTA, sip my coffee, and head out for a peaceful morning of spearfishing in the Keys, while maybe smuggling a few kilos in a red snapper's belly. Let's start with the legit side. This ain't some Animal Crossing fishing minigame. No, this is a real operation. You're running a full-on seafood empire. Charter trips, lobster traps, deep-sea net hauls, and even reef spearfishing. You sell your haul to local markets, NPC restaurants, or upscale resorts that want fresh from the sea on their menu. You choose your boat, grab your gear, fishing rods, nets, or go full Aquaman with the spear gun and a dive suit and get to work. You could dive near coral reefs, dodge sharks, currents, and rival divers. And yes, you might be stalked by someone with a bigger harpoon endless patience. There's actually gameplay strategy here. You target rare fish for elite chefs. You upgrade gear to survive deeper dives and riskier waters. Your HQ could be a dockside warehouse, a hidden marina, or, my favorite, a front restaurant called Captain Steve's Offshore Shack. The slogan, deep fried and tax-free. The illegal side. Because you're not just catching dinner, you're hiding dirty secrets in the cooler. Shark fin trafficking, check. Weapons or fugitive transport disguised as fresh catch, absolutely. Submersible drop-offs, black market reef drops, and smuggling tunnels under your dock, oh hell yeah. And don't forget the NPC coastal inspectors you can bribe or threaten when they sniff around your cargo. You'll have rival fishing crews, pirate NPCs, or straight up DEA raids if you push too far. Just another Tuesday in paradise. You would be able to have a boat fleet that includes a basic skiff, quiet, slick, great for solo spearfishing and inshore trips, low storage, but you'll feel like a Florida man doing God's work. You'll be able to have a mid-tier fishing boat. It would have rod holders, radar, enough storage to handle a good run, looks legit, smells like fish and money. Then you got the commercial trawler. This is a big boy boat with a crew, trap routes, and the ability to hijack mid-sea. Expensive? Yes. Worth it? Hell yeah. Then we got the hybrid smuggler boat. High-speed engine, fake compartments, and the ability to carry a cartel worth of heat under frozen mackerel. Risky, but profitable. You can even set up AI boat crews to go run legal or shady contracts while you are busy running your 12 other empires. These ain't just fishing. This is fishing with felonies. Next, let's run a motel business. Because let's be real, nobody dreams of running a roadside motel unless you're cooking meth in the room 5B or hiding from the feds. But in GTA Online, this ain't about dreams. It's about profit. On the legit side, you're managing the grimmiest, sketchiest little inn this side of Leonida. Think daily passive income from tourists, truckers, and traveling weirdos. Upgrade the joint with vending machines, working TVs, a crusty pool, and even a breakfast shack that somehow prints cash. Install surveillance cameras because you know damn well someone's getting stabbed in the ice machine room. But then comes the illegal side. Escort services run quietly out of certain rooms, backroom poker games that occasionally end up in bloodshed, NPC gang wars, blood raids, pissed off guests who didn't know that their neighbor was smuggling lizards. You could run different motel types that offer unique vibes, like the Desert Dive. You know, it's dirt, cheap, high crime, lots of heat, probably haunted. You could have the Swampside Lodge. What if you pick that one? That includes gators in the parking lot. Bonus dock if you're running a fishing side hustle. How about a Vice City dive beach? This is for the influencers by day, smugglers by night, neon, and shady deals galore. How about an urban city spot? Gang central, but high volume, high cash. You'll need security. Your staff makes this grind smoother, right? Front desk NPCs manage check-ins and upgrades. You can have a cleaning crew that improves turnover and guest satisfaction. You can have security that stops junkies from shooting up in the lobby and enemies from torching the place. It's dirty, dangerous, and deliciously profitable. Next up, the pawn shop, aka your one-stop shop for fencing, everything from grandma's heirlooms to cartel diamonds still dripping with blood. Let's not kid ourselves. This thing's mostly a front. Sure, the legit side is there. NPCs come with guitars, collectibles, busted electronics. Your counterstaff haggles, makes small talk, and plays it cool. But that's just a window dressing, right? You don't have to do anything on the legal side. That's just good passive income. Because the illegal side, that's where the real action is. You're fencing hot goods like jewelry, art, stolen relics. You launder money with fake sales and e-commerce delivery fronts. You accept illegal shipments like cartel gold, smuggled weapons, forged paintings, and move them out under the radar. Occasionally, you'll get raided by cops, shaken down by gangs, or hit by rival fences. You'll be able to upgrade your setup with backroom storage for the hot goods, security booth to stop NPC thieves and wannabe vigilantes. You'll have a pawn truck for off-the-book deliveries across Leonida. You can have a fake online storefront where you ship to NPCs who don't exist. Think Craigslist meets the dark web. We could have different shop locations, right, that will add flavor, like strip mall shops. Low risk, low profile, steady flow of hillbillies, pawning stolen leaf blowers, or a downtown Vice City showroom where there's higher value items, classier clients, but also more heat. Then you got the rural pawn, right? That's perfect for black market weapons, fishing gears, or authentic Confederate swords that probably aren't. This business would interconnect with others too, like restoring classic cars from the pawn shop at your auto empire. You're not just running a business, you're laundering a lifestyle. Next, let's revamp the nightclub business. You thought the GTA Online nightclub business was already slick? Nah, that was just Techno Todd's warehouse of womp womp. I want options. I want variety. I want 10 flavors of nightlife, each one dripping with vibes, dirt, and cash. Let me paint you the scene, right? Keep in mind that each club has its own style, their own storylines, client drama, and criminal empire attached. Just like the other businesses I mentioned, you only get to choose one shop, one area. It just makes it a little bit unique when you have a lot of options and people are picking different things. Anyways, here are 10 ideas I want to share with you, lovely, lovely listeners. What if you can have the luxury VIP club? You got to think cigars, gold chains, and shady handshakes with CEOs, crypto bros, and corrupt senators sipping $5,000 champagne while you launder millions through fake receipts. You clean up celebrity overdoses before TMZ shows up, then sell arms in a cigar lounge. How about a Gen Z party club? It's a TikTok core nightmare, LED walls, influencers ODing in the bathroom, and an algorithm that tells you who's viral by the hour. Then we got the underground rave warehouse. No signs, just spray paint, pounding bass, and someone probably named Scythe. You could host secret raves, dodge SWAT, and cook meth in the basement. I don't know. Then we got the corporate lounge club. Suits, jazz, espionage. The club runs 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. for guys who close billion-dollar deals and blackmail their rival over scotch. How about the strip club hybrid? Booty, bottle service, and betrayal. You manage dancers, book VIPs, and pray no one gets stabbed over a lap dance. You can have an artsy fashion speakeasy, right, hidden behind a bookstore. This place is full of pretentious vibes and stolen Monet paintings. How about a trap house club? That's an old warehouse, graffiti, and Cash App tags in neon. How about a tropical outdoor club? Think palm trees, influencers, and cartel brunch meetings. How about a cyber club? This one's for the crypto kids. Everything's LEDs. The music sounds like a toaster arguing with Siri. How about a freak show carnival club, right? That's a weird one. Dark circus energy, drag queens, conspiracy nuts, and a band called the Butchered Clowns. I don't know. That last one, I don't know what I was thinking. But actually, I think I came up with this after watching Terrifier. Anyways, what's your flavor? Drop your dream club idea in the comments and let's build this nightlife empire together. I want to hear your ideas. Now, let's talk ink. I don't want to just get a tattoo. I want to run the whole underground tattoo culture of Leonida. Legit and illegal. You'll start with the walk-in studio, but you're not just drawing butterflies on bachelorettes, you're managing, right? Drunk tourists who want YOLO on their lower back, gang members who will kill you if the letters crooked, influencers who go viral or get you canceled based on one Instagram story. Prison clients, undercover cop, ex-cons, and shady spiritual weirdos getting secret runes on their spine. In the gameplay, I actually thought of this when I was doing the fucking yoga, when I was replaying the story and I was doing a mission that I hate so much, doing the yoga. What if we take that kind of mechanic and you get to tattoo a minigame, right? Aim steady, trace lines, don't screw up or get shot. I don't know. You could choose styles, right? Tribal, neo-traditional, spiritual, hyper-realistic, prison, minimalist. You could build your portfolio wall, brag about the perfect flaming skull. You'll be able to have, just like other business, I like this, I like options. You can have other studio types to choose from, like a boardwalk shack, high foot traffic, low effort, downtown studio. That's VIP clientele and influencers. biker garage, riskier but loyal. Back alley parlor, right? Dark jobs, torture mission optional. That'll be fun. It's time for the illegal side. That's cover up work for snitches and ex-mobster. Embed microchips in ink for trafficking and blackmail. You can host torture for hire. Next business, some people rescue puppies and some people rescue endangered reptiles and quietly ship them to Vice City Tech Bro with a tiger fetish. How about we have an animal shelter business where by day you're a hero and by night you're a Florida man of exotic smuggling. The legit side, you're a certified PR hugging animal rescue saint. You drive your upgradable animal control truck around Leonida, saving lost dogs, street cats, and that weird monkey someone left in a shopping cart. You could return pets to their NPC owners. You could adopt out parrots, iguanas, and pit bulls with eye patches. You could have passive income from the city contracts and good vibes. The property, fully walkable shelter with kennels and playpens. NPC staff like a PR rep and a grumpy caretaker who's seen things. The real business, you traffic illegal exotic animals like pythons, albino gators, and maybe a Komodo dragon if the price is right. You smuggle by crate drop, helicopter, or sketchy boat in the swamp. Your clients, rich freaks. Gameplay risk, feds trace your crate, rival smugglers raid your shelter, or worse, a tiger breaks loose and eats your receptionist. Just don't tell the adoption kid that Fluffy, the Persian cat, is sitting on a crate of endangered lizards. Next up, the food truck business. Because screw fine dining, we're here to build a criminal empire with deep fryers and felony seasoning. The legit side, you own a food truck, you hit the spots like beaches, concerts, NPC raves, and post-surgery wellness expos. NPCs rate you, tip you, and maybe even sponsor you. Now, let's open the real menu. Your truck, it's a rolling drug mule. Inside the kale wrap, bio-enhanced shrooms. The latte, disguised stimulant blend straight from your rooftop. Your operation comes with rooftop hydro grow up, right? That'll be fun. Organic farm front, or with a smooth-talking NPC wellness rep with questionable degrees. Police inspections, you better bribe the health inspector before they find a kilo of enlightenment in your boba balls. Truck customization, yes, it's insane, but you get to choose one theme from a lineup. There could be a whole bunch, but the ones that I could come up off the top of my head, and these are all different liveries. You could do a taco truck, a sushi poke bowl, vegan green mobile, soul food truck, ramen rig, right? Carnival sweets van, Jamaican jerk chicken blaster, hot dog and sausage truck, and of course the ice cream truck. That would be the fun. That will be the one that I would choose. The ice cream smuggler deluxe. But you can only choose one. Like I said before with the other stuff, you want to change it later, you got to fork over millions. You're just not flipping pancakes, you're flipping the black market. So let me know what kind of livery you would want on your food truck. I'm sure there's hundreds of them that I didn't mention. Next business. You ever looked at a freshly painted building and think, I bet there's a stolen Monet in that wall? Welcome to the professional painting company business, where the only thing being whitewashed is your cartel money. The legit side, you're the go-to contractor for Vice City Skyline. Drive a branded van or pickup to strip malls, hotels, nightclubs, casinos. You don't actually paint. Come on, this is GTA. Cinematic setup, screen fades, bam, fresh wall. Fresh cash, hire NPC foremen, crew leads, and driver bros. Upgrades equals better jobs equals fatter payouts. But let's go to the illegal side. That paint drum holds more than color samples. There will be art laundering, where you slip priceless fakes behind drywall, stolen goods that's smuggled inside industrial sprayers, dirty cash, falsify those invoices. We're doing 3 codes of crime. Shout out to Tad and his family back in Key West. This one's for you. We just turned their business into a front for Ocean's 11. All right, so the next business. Let's see. Ooh, this will be one of my favorites. You ever get high and think, what if GTA had a trucking simulator? Well, guess what? It does now. And it's got side hustles in the trailer. Introducing the truck logistic business. Your dream big rig empire. built on diesel fumes, CB radio SAS, and enough black market side cargo to make Pablo Escobar sweat. The legit side, you run a long-haul logistics, your fully customizable trucking operation. Jobs range from local food runs, construction supply deliveries, fragile luxury cargo, and maybe emergency response transport, right? You could choose local, which would take you 2 to 3 minutes. You could choose mid, which would take you 5 to 7 minutes, and far, which would take you 10 to 12, and super far, which would take you 15 to 20 or more minutes across the entire map if Rockstar finally give us that Dream State mega map, please. This one will also have a fleet of vehicles. It'll have a compact van for downtown smoothies and suspicious paperwork. You got the tow-ready pickup to haul flatbeds, ATVs, and meth cookers. You got the box truck for big hauls and sketchy street drops. And then you got the one that I'll be looking forward to driving is the Semi-Truck King. Customizable trailers, armored tires, real boss status. The upgrades, you could get better engines, bulletproof tires, glowing undercarriage, interior add-ons like the Hula Girl dash toys and zebra print seats. That's got to be mandatory. How about a CB radio network that's pure gold? You can listen to NPC driver banter. People saying, hey,
breaker, breaker, we got a Karen melt on that clocking bell.
Dispatchers screaming,
you missed the hospital drop, idiot.
Or paranormal AM talk shows at midnight while you're deep in swamp country. Or how about a hidden code words for illegal side missions? That would be fun. What about the illegal side? Let's not pretend that you're just delivering tires and fridges. You've got auto source crates of organs, fake IDs, rare art, imported gummies, band tech. Like the nightclub system, assign NPC drivers to pick up your dirty goods while you do real jobs, right? It'll get stored like the special cargo warehouse. You store all the goods and move whenever you're ready. The things you gotta watch out for are undercover FIB stings, rivals jacking your shipment, Fast and Furious NPC gangs and Mitsubishis trying to Vin Diesel your ass off the road. This ain't no rest stop simulator. This is Grand Theft Trucking Auto. That was corny. I'm sorry. That was corny. All right, let's talk about a business close to my heart. Arcades. You know what I'm talking about. That buzzing sound of the ticket spitting out, the thump of Dance Dance Revolution, the scream of a kid who just lost to Time Crisis. But in GTA Online, the arcade we got was just a cover for some Ocean's 11 cosplay, right? I want more. So here's the pitch. You start off small, you skee ball in the strip mall, or start big. I'm talking laser tag arena, black light bar, and VR pods that cost more than a yacht. Property sizes are available at different prices that include small, that are neon hole in the wall for the retro gamer hipster feel. You got the medium size arcades that have classic 80s vibes with glowing carpet, joystick stickiness, and nostalgia. And how about you could save for it or buy the shark card for it? You could get the large one. That's Dave & Buster's on steroids, LED bowling, esports tournaments, maybe even an animatronic band that's definitely haunted, right? You know, a parody of the FNAF or Chuck E. Cheese. The legit income streams that is passive are from, just like in GTA Online right now, is token sales from NPCs and real players. You can see NPCs that are booking birthdays. There are influencer nights. You got cringe bachelor parties or even bachelorette parties. You got food and drink service with upgradable bars and questionable nachos. You can have leaderboard tourneys with weekly payouts because nothing says fun like a fake championship belt. The types of games you can have are the classic cabinets, GTA-style parodies of Pac-Man, Street Fighter, and Dance Dance Revolution. You know, actually, it would be fun that you're able to play the old GTA games on this, because now we are able to play it on mobile. So what if you were able to play GTA 1 or GTA 2 on these classic cabinets? That would be great. You can also have skill games, right? Like claw machines, hoop shots, punching bags, you know, the ones that make you feel strong. How about the luxury add-ons, right? Like racing rigs, VR zombie shooters, drone sims, and laser tag arenas that make grown men cry. I think it would actually be fun to actually participate in the laser tag with your character. That'd be fun. And you can have food court drama, right? NPC bar fights, influencer meltdowns, that one dude that passed out in the corner just like in real life. The staff roles, you'll have these NPCs doing their thing on their own. The tech guy that fixes busted machines on your soul. You got the security guard that breaks up NPC slap fights. You got the party manager that boosts those private event dollars. You got the bartender and the cashier that keeps the drinks flowing and the tips rolling. Then what about the illegal side, right? In an arcade, are we going to do another heist? No. This place is going to be a digital crime front, right? We got crypto scams, underground gambling, data skimming from hacked leaderboard machines, and if you play your cards right, maybe some secret server room ops. Neon lights and high crime, now that's entertainment. Let's move on to something a little trippier. The acid lab in the GTA was good, but it was one hit away from greatness. We're talking about the psychedelic potential. So here's the next upgrade. Acid Lab 2.0, the Trip Factory. The legit chaos, okay, not that legit, but you still build a brand. You choose your product line like Art Acid, right? Perfect for the club kids, DJs, and glow stick ravers. You could have the Mind Trip, right? That's the academic grade LSD for the smart weirdos. How about the Pure Scent, which is sterile, slow brewed, and sells to nerds with money? How about a Bad Trip batch, right? It's cheap, fast, and might turn your customers into NPCs that scream at trash cans. That would be fun. And yes, you can name your strain. I want to name my own strain my own way, just not something dumb. You got AI filters for that you could customize the name. An AI will be able to police that very well. I want to be able to customize my lab. I'm talking lava lamps, neon mushrooms, black light posters, the works. I want to be able to expand my chemical gear like it's Breaking Bad meets Burning Man. And on the outside, I want to go wild. I want to be able to wrap my van like a party supply truck. Fuck it. Or make it look like a comic book merch wagon. I don't care. Something. Because nothing hides from crime like cosplay. I love it. With the Acid Lab, the street dealer NPC, right? That's the real MVP. I got this idea when I was sending some of these NPCs you're able to do in certain businesses away, like the bail office. The two people that are sitting right at the front, you're able to send them off to go do some bounty hunter shit or something. It'll be the same thing. Every 48 minutes, you could tell them to go hustle for you. You get a fun little text story. That'll be fun. I would go nuts with this. One of the texts you could get is like, all good, boss. Or had to sell to a Karen, pray for me. Or I'm in jail again. That'll be funny. If you get, I'm in jail again, and you might have to go bail them out. That's content. I love that. That you have to stop what you're doing to be like, oh man, this fucker. You have to go bail them out. Anyways, random events. You got Bad Batch triggers, NPC freakouts, rivals steal your gear, DEA shows up dressed as plumbers, you wake up in the field with no shoes, a briefcase full of flyers, and a unicorn mask on your head, maybe. This ain't your acid lab. This is Psychedelic Empire, and you're the spiritual CEO. All right, now let's talk bars, and not the bars that are in your browser. I'm talking greasy countertops, overpriced cocktails, and enough underground operations to make the IRS cry. Just like all the other businesses I've mentioned, I want options. So what if you could choose your bar type, right? Why not? You choose only one, but different types for your vibe. What if you wanted to run an outlaw biker bar, right? Locations would be the backwoods, alleys, warehouses. The crowds would invite greasy MCs, wrench turners, and guys named Snake. Maybe you want to own a Vice City lounge right on the beachfront with neon jungle theme. The crowd would invite influencers, EDM zombies, and casual cartel reps. How about a rooftop elite bar? Ooh, skyscraper, rooftop with skyline views and no morals. The crowd invites politicians, executives, celebrities. How about the blue-collar dive bar? The location would be suburbs, shipyards, and roadside gas stations. The crowd invites union boys, truckers, one guy who swears he met Elvis. How about a hipster speakeasy hidden behind vinyl shops and taxidermy cafes? The crowd would consist of hackers, starving artists, and NFT peddlers, right? And then the last idea I had for that is a Cuban cigar lounge jazz bar one. This is the one that I would pick. The location would be the Leonardo Keys or retro hotels. The crowd would consist of retired mobsters, corrupt officials, and jazz heads. You'll be able to customize each one by adding secret tunnels, backroom poker, or any other backroom type of illegal game, grow ops, bribe fund stash. Your NPC staff would include a bartender, security dealer, backroom chemist, the whole shady parole. The illegal activities, actually, this would be interesting. It would depend on the bar type. That would be fun. What if the biker bar is gun running? What if the lounge, you deal with influencer blackmail, blackmail shit? What if the rooftop is stock manipulation? What if the dive bar deals with unlicensed liquor smuggling? What if the jazz lounge is dealing with money laundering? What if the speakeasy does identity theft and data smuggling? Bars in GTA, they're not just for drinks. They should be strategy hubs with booze. All right, next, let's clean up our act and then dirty it right back up, because our next business is the organic farm and pharmaceutical empire. You're a contractor for a big old corporate pharma brand. On paper, you're selling kale and turmeric to people who wear yoga pants to brunch. The products include organic kale, turmeric, microgreens, herbal supplements, vitamins, branded mood boosters like VitaSoothe and Zentabs. You do delivery contracts with pharmacies, juice bars, and wellness retreats. You'll run a peaceful little farm until you open the basement, which is the illegal side. This isn't a wellness brand. It's Pharma Fraud Inc. The products include psilocybin. I hope I'm saying that right. We have certain types of mushrooms, microdose friendly, cult approved. We got focus tabs, Adderall parody, nerd tested. Another product is the designer weed, strains like San Fierro Fog or Vice Melt. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Ayahuasca. You got certain weird blends for spiritual cleansing that might melt your soul. Bio boosters that are addictive gym bro pills with bonus rate side effects. There's going to be NPC staff, of course. You'll have the botanist that boosts legal yield, the mycologist that cranks out the shrooms. You got the formulator that unlocks new recipes. And then you got the farmer rep, bribes local officials, lies with confidence. And then you'll have your delivery vehicle. That will be an upgradable medical van. It can be disguised as a mobile wellness tour or herbal detox express. Or just slap a Big Mama's fresh produce livery and call it a day. The risk are FDA raids, activist group sabotage, and hallucinating NPC customers. This is what happens when Whole Foods meets Walter White. Now let's talk about a business that starts with high-speed internet and ends with high-stakes hacking. Internet cafe, right? That sounds fun. What looks like a cozy gamer haven for NPCs chugging energy drinks is actually ground zero for the most advanced cybercrime operation in GTA history. The legit side of it, you're running a trendy, sometimes retro, sometimes overbuilt nerd sanctuary filled with gamers, remote workers, crypto bros, tourists who needs a Wi-Fi, and that one guy who won't stop yelling in his headset. The passive income that you don't have to do anything is the pay per minute PC and console access, food and drink vending machines that have overpriced ramen. You got weekend esports tourneys. You got crypto ATMs, the totally legal kind. The custom cafes that you could choose from are Retro Land Cafe, that's old school CRTs, low rent, and hidden nostalgia. RGB Esports Lounge, right? Think neon lights and sponsored influencers. How about a juice bar for the minimalist hacker, or a tech wellness lounge that is like a Silicon Valley satire with dopamine detox kits, right? And $14 matcha. The illegal side, hacking for fun and profit. While NPCs are grinding fake Fortnite clones upstairs, you're running bank account hijacks, stock market manipulation, AI data theft, medical identity fraud, and crypto theft. Got the NPC staff for this one too, like a head hacker that unlocks new operations and boosts success rates. You got the cafe manager that keeps the lights on and the nerds happy. You got the IT security chief that prevents counter hacks. And then you got the streamer rep that attracts tournament traffic and streamer crowds. It's basically Silicon Valley meets Watch Dogs, except you're in charge and someone's probably getting blackmailed in the basement. So let's talk about a business that's literally to die for. I really like this one. The crematory and funeral home. The legit side, you own a fully functional funeral home with all the bells and whistles, ambient piano music, crying NPC families, casket that costs more than your apartment. The passive income sources from scheduled NPCs run funerals. I don't want anybody to have to run motorcade or anything with the funeral part of the business. I can't imagine you deal with a death in real life with someone close to you and you log on to, forget, and then boom, you have to see this funeral that triggers something, right? I just want that in the background. Maybe you don't even have to see a wake or something. You just know that building in there's a funeral happening and you're just in the crematorium. Anyways, while all of that is happening up in the front, you might hear the back garage loading up. That leads me to the illegal side. This isn't just a place to mourn. It's a place to make problems disappear. You take calls from corrupted cops, shady lawyers, gangsters, and politicians. They all need you to do the same thing. Burn the evidence. What you're disposing of could be murder weapons tied to high-profile crimes, photos, videos, or data for blackmail, classified corporate documents, full bodies, or good old-fashioned witness disposal, partial remains for when the job's halfway done. Upgrades, you can upgrade your place like a secure loading bay or furnace enhancements, to make faster burns and fewer interruptions. How about hidden tunnels, optional for escape or body runs? Of course, NPC staff roles. You got the funeral director that's going to manage the NPC clients and keeps the legit money flowing. You got the cleaner for faster disposal of anything you're not supposed to have. You got the driver that does low profile pickups and deliveries. And then you got the bodyguard that fends off the raids from rivals and cops. This place is the perfect blend of mafia movie aesthetic and underworld efficiency. Okay, now let's talk about the most explosive business in my entire criminal empire wish list, the fireworks stand. On the surface, you're running a good old roadside fireworks stand, selling sparklers to tourists, Roman candles to spring breakers, joke items like mini nuke snaps and Vice City boomers. The legit side, beach side, or roadside setup, huge seasonal payouts. That'll be good for times like Independence Day, Vice City Carnival, Spring Break, Election Night, New Year's Eve. NPCs buy in bulk. Parents who are buying it for their kids back at home that we never see. Drunk college bros, political rally goers. But let's be honest, that's just the warm-up. You know the pattern already. The illegal side. Behind the smoke, you're supplying C4 disguised as firecrackers, proximity mines and happy boombox gift sets, RPG kits masked as firework launchers, LED components for gang contracts, and boom briefcases for special clients. You'll have a warehouse filled with the explosive near your fireworks stand, and it's upgrade ready. This warehouse will store black powder, detonators, rocket parts, upgrade for better stealth, faster production. You can sell to cartels, cults, rioters, and rogue militias. How do you do deliveries? You'll do them in unmarked vans or trucks that look like firework deliveries, right? You might be going to a beach event or selling a war. My next business idea is a little dark. Fuck it. I'm talking about dental clinic. At first, you're like, what? Dental clinic, right? Well, that's the legit side. The dental clinic, that's a place where it has clean white walls, fake magazines, and a bored receptionist. You're running a perfectly normal dental office. That's the legit income, where NPCs book cleanings, checkups, and those pricey cosmetic upgrades. You could run missions legally, like teeth whitening promos, similar to the nightclub promo missions, and delivering celebrity smile packages to houses. Passive incomes are coming from clients' insurances. And there won't be any gross dental mini games. That's not what this is about. But you know damn well there's going to be a procedure room. And this isn't just for root canals. This is why I said it was a little dark. Behind the exam wall is your surgical suite for nightmares. You're not pulling teeth. You're pulling organs from sedated patients. Organs you traffic. Kidneys, lungs, hearts, brain tissue, gold-filled teeth for fast cash. Full cadavers for cult buyers. And this is how it works. You get an appointment ping, bing, aka a smuggle request. You pick up the patient or retrieve a body. You bring them in. Fade to black cinematic, store organs in bio crates, freezers, or coolers, and then you'll deliver it to corrupt hospitals, rich clients, rogue labs, creepy underground cults. But what you gotta watch out for are the FBI, because they may try to intercept, or you have to watch out for rival smugglers that might ambush you. How about organ buyers that might double cross you? What if some cargo fights back? That'd be fun. Clinic upgrades can include surgical suite inspection for rarer organs, freezer vault to hold more product, insurance agent bribes to keep cops quiet, and maybe a charity program for moral cover while you smuggle the bodies. NPC staff roles may include the receptionist that lowers police suspicion, anesthesiologist that reduce escape attempts, organ handlers that boost value and special requests, and corrupt surgeon that unlocks black market bonuses. And that's all my business ideas / wish list. And before I wrap this up, I got to say something important. All these businesses, you shouldn't have to go illegal. I think Rockstar should let players buy the legal business first, and then if someone wants to opt in to the dirty side, they could do it only if they want to. Not everyone wants shootout and chases. Some players, like my wife, just want to run a peaceful trucking empire or manage an arcade. So here's the fix. Let the legal version be fully playable, fully profitable system. Then make the illegal side an upgradable expansion like we had to do with the Acid Lab, an extra layer for players who want the chaos. It's choice, it's freedom, it's the way it should be. And that, folks, was the longest, most unfiltered wish list since your cousin's Amazon wedding registry. If Rockstar uses even 10% of what I just threw at them, we're about to witness digital capitalism so wild Jeff Bezos might sue. But don't go anywhere. In part 8, I dive into something juicier than a heist gone wrong. We're going to talk about leaks. Not all of them, just the ones that didn't bore me to death or feel like clickbait. So if you're into screenshots, leaked animations, and speculation that sounds like a fever dream, you're in the right place.